is on page 1 and the first half.
The Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs, Norbert Mao, led his team to the Parliamentary Committee on Legal and Parliamentary Affairs to present the ministry's budget estimates for the next financial year, 2024-2025.
And then we give reasons for under or over performance.
Minister Mao first notified the MPs of the performance of his ministry in the last financial year 2022-2023, which he says stood at 95.6%. The ministry, according to Mao, spent 121.599 billion in financial year 2022-2023 out of the released 127.137 billion shillings.
So you would ask, why this increment? The increment was a result of a supplementary for wage and gratuity.
In the half-year performance of the current financial year 2023-2024, Mao says they have spent 91.115 billion out of the released funds so far of 108.537 billion. This also represents 84% expenditure and 52.8% of funds released for the financial year 2023-2024 of the approved budget, which was 205.77 billion.
And our total expenditure to date is 91.115 billion, which makes 84% of what was released.
In the next financial year 2024-2025, the ministry has slightly composed an estimated budget of 205.826 billion, which is a 0.5 billion increment from the current financial year approved budget. The justification for the budget includes, among others, creating awareness of the Constitution of Uganda, which Minister Mao says has been interpreted in 6 local languages to aid the process.
And also Kopsabin, Runyoro Rutoro. There is also a version of the Constitution in Braille. I think we are among the only 12 countries in the world that has its Constitution in Braille for blind citizens. And then promotion of human rights and observance. And the agency here is the Uganda Human Rights Commission, which carries out community barazas, radio talk shows.
Minister Mao attributes the inefficiency of the Attorney General's chambers to understaffing and poor transport facilities. Mao told the MPs that the lawyers available to offer public legal action are few and are overworked.
Because to put more judges in place and they have no officers to appear before them is really a waste of government money. So I think it is incumbent upon us to ensure that we have more state attorneys in Attorney General's chambers and in DPPs. For DPP, they have, and to an extent, been worked upon, even when it comes to their money being tax-free. And really, I feel so dearly for you.
According to Minister Mao, the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs saves government over 1.2 trillion annually by fighting cases in courts, yet the ministry has a funding gap of 948.4 billion.
Why can't the Ministry of Justice also be supported to continue doing better? So if you subtract 948 billion from 1.2, you find that actually we have saved the government more money than we are asking for to meet the funding gap. Lastly,
this is among the justification Mao fronts to call for a pay as you earn tax waiver to all state attorneys.
A waiver will go a long way to level the incentive gap, thus bringing them closer to their counterparts. Besides, this will also stem the temptation to corruption and attrition to the judiciary for better remuneration.
In the projected off-budget support, Minister Norbert Mao notified MPs of some foreign governments reconsidering giving aid to Uganda despite the effects of the Anti-Homosexuality Act. The Parliamentary Committee on Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, chaired by Robina Rwakojo, also engaged the officials from the Inspector General of Government to have a feel of their budget estimates for the next financial year, 2024-2025.
Strengthen the prevention and detection and elimination of corruption, and we intend to continue carrying out these activities: investigation of cases, concluding cases, prosecuting cases, handling high-profile cases, and so on, as indicated with
Daniel Mugoya, Gloria Gutabinji, UBC News.